Guys, the big UPS is here.
What?
There's a ton.
What's up, guys? Check out our majestic computer tower. We've been beating off ladies left and right with baseball bats as they try to raid our apartment for all these computer parts.
Beating off ladies. Newegg, after a very timely, we paid for 3-day, but I guess they just completed the 3 with a couple extra little loops there and made an 8-day delivery. So after 8 days, Newegg finally managed to deliver our mountain of computer supplies. And we're about to make 4 computers, so we each have new workstations, because you know what? We're going to do this node thing a lot more.
So the first box.
First box. Box number 1.
What you got? What's in the box?
Box number 1.
You got full battery supply.
Power supply. This way, when the power goes out and flickers, because we're in the warehouse district of LA, we won't lose our work that we're working on and waste hours of time redoing it. We got 4 of everything.
Oh, it's another one.
Another one.
It's kind of like one of those sweaters you get from your arm.
Next.
Box number 3.
Box number 3. Oh my god, please don't be batteries.
Oh! Look at that.
Wow.
Motherboards.
Sweet
look at
motherboards.
Sabertooth X79 motherboard. Oh, I've been wanting this all year. Yeah, if anyone complains.
I'm not going to share my number box. There's a box right there.
There's a box.
GTX 680. 4
Oh
GTX
my God.
680s.
DDR5 memory. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, more Sabertooths.
Another motherboard.
More H100s.
Oh my god.
Power
A
supply.
power supply.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, what's these?
We got mystery boxes.
Mystery boxes. What's in this?
What is in this?
Maybe
RAM.
they're just fans. I don't know.
Oh, this is RAM.
Hard drives.
Hard drives.
Seagate Barracuda. 3 terabytes.
All right, so what are these, Nico? Nico, what are these?
These are SSDs.
Basically, the plan for these computers is to put 2 SSDs in each one and RAID 0 them. So we'll have basically a double fast SSD that's 512 gigabytes, which we'll put all of our operating systems, software,
games.
and games on.
And perhaps 1 or 2 projects at a time.
Yep.
All right, guys. We got some sweet computers here because we're going to make some sweet gaming rigs. And we're also going to edit videos so fast that you guys will thumbs up them all the time.
Every time you buy a computer equipment, there's odds that something's going to be dead on arrival. And so which basically means it doesn't work when you take it out of the box. You got to send it back, get a new thing, which with Newegg will take you another like 2 or 3 weeks because they're really slow. There's one of these computers, since we're doing 4 instead of 1, odds are
4 times more likely to
one
have
of them
a lemon.
might have a dead part in it. So we need to choose partly. And
Hopefully
I'm taking this one right here.
I'm taking this one right here.
Oh,
hopefully,
No.
hopefully the part that dies, I'm just gonna say.
This was my desk.
No, that was his desk, Nico.
If I may ask, how many of you guys have built your computers before?
I've put stuff together, but it was under lots of questions.
I built computers
actually,
with
I-
Nico.
My mentor, Robert Hartley, and I, who's like a super smart dude, we built a computer for an underprivileged family, and we were like, this is gonna be great. We're gonna do a budget computer. We're gonna load it with like ROMs and stuff. So we put like every N64 and like every single SNES game on this computer, and we're like, this is gonna be great. And so we dropped it off in the house. Like, yeah, we're showing the kid, like, that's cool, I guess. And we're like, really? It's every SNES? No? We felt so
care.
stupid. We're just like,
You guys have latent computer building knowledge. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
This will be the situation that brings it out. We're all going to build.
do we have thermal paste?
Yes.
Oh, I love thermal paste.
So the way computer building works is basically it's all passed down behind closed doors from person to person.
You plug the plug into the other socket that fits the plug. They've been pretty good about designing computer parts.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
it's
Everything has a different looking plug, so you'll be good.
So I remember one time I was at the orthodontist's office and I was sitting there, and then the kid like next to me was this little twerp who was bragging about building his own computer, and like the entire orthodontist's office was like, "Whoa, wow, this kid's so smart, that's so cool." I'm sitting there, it's not that cool, it's kind of stupid. And I got my headgear on and everything. It was really bad.
Freddie, it's not about how much you know, it's about how much you show about. That's it.
So the computers we're going to be building today are pretty expensive. That's because we work on computers, we do 3D renders, we do stuff all the time. And so we really wanted to max out all the settings. But in order to play games, you don't need computers that are nearly this fast.
You do not need a lot of stuff that are in like modern computers, like the modern, like the cutting edge stuff. You just don't need, because games don't even bother with that stuff. You don't need anything more than 8 gigs of RAM, pretty
Right.
much, for games. You don't need hyper-threading, you don't need octo-cores. There's a certain point for all parts where it's like you start to get into diminishing returns, where it's like, I'm paying 4 times as much, but I got 10 more frames a second. It's like, it's not worth that.
You can build a computer that can run Crysis on high settings for $600.
Yeah.
There you have it. Screw the console
it.
cycle. We'll do it
we
ourselves.
got your next gen right here.
All
Check it out.
break!
Let's build them.
Everyone, we need to find something metal to touch so that we don't static our new computers.
Everybody!
Now we don't have static electricity.
Step 1, you take your motherboard out and you set it always on top of your bag. Basically, it's an anti-static bag, so it'll keep it protected as you work on it. Step 2 is you install your processor. Basically, that's going to go into this area.
This literally feels like those kids shows where everyone is like gathered around, they're doing arts and crafts, and the main guy's like, all right, now we take the popsicle sticks and we dip them in glue. All right, everybody, and all the kids do it, except we're doing that with computer parts.
Oh my God, this is it, the moment.
Spencer, this goes up right here.
There we go. I just put my first processor in. Well, actually, I think I've done that before. It was a long time ago.
So the processors that we're running are i7s. They are 6-core, 3.2 gigahertz processors. The plan is we're going to try to overclock them to 4.5 gigahertz. That's our personal goal. And since we're doing the liquid cooling, hopefully we should be able to get there.
How much RAM did we get?
32 gigs.
For our rendered and our After Effects previews for when we're working on 20-second shots.
And
in
Minecraft.
4K.
Okay, 1, 2. All right, that's 32 frickin' gigs. I've never had this much RAM in a computer. This is going to be amazing for fume effect simulations.
This is the first time I've ever filled up every single slot in the computer with RAM right from the bat.
I've never broken a RAM stick, but I've definitely gotten faulty RAM, which caused like all kinds of issues until you're finally just like, oh, what's the problem? Usually it's the RAM.
Hey, Nico, where did 4 slots of RAM?
No, there's more on the bottom.
Oh, yeah! Dude. What a surprise. No, I only saw these 4, and they're like, guys, you just got to remove this other sticker. And I was like, there's 4 more slots. This is the best Christmas in August I've ever had. Period.
What are the keys possibly locked? It's not like a bike. It's not like you're parking this computer outside and someone's like, oh, I'm gonna check what graphics card this is.
Yeah, I feel like I am in the top like 1 percentile of smart people right now because I know a little bit about computers. I heard there's gonna be jobs in computers in a few years, so maybe they'll get some chance with that. Woo.
So basically, the moment of truth when you're building computers is you put everything in there, you get everything all wired up, pretty much ready to go, and you do what's called posting. Basically, it's the first time you turn it on, it'll come up with a blue screen. If the blue screen comes up, pretty much everything's going to be all right. If it doesn't come up, you got to go back to the drawing board. We're going to see if anybody posts. Anybody doesn't post is more important. All right, step 3, put all your RAM in your motherboard, and then move on to the computer. Step 4 is we're installing the power supplies into the computers. And so after you get the power supply, then we'll put the motherboards into the machines.
Once again, the packaging, it's like, well, let's just put it in space. That says power, the space race of the, okay.
In order to install the motherboard, you gotta lay your computer down its side. It's really hard to do standing up. In fact, I don't know if anyone's ever done it before. But if you lay it down its side, you can do it pretty easily.
Nico, standing over this chassis, do you kind of feel like a gruffy space mechanic?
Oh yeah. I need more like grease. And then needs to be like sparks constantly in the background. Somebody just come in and make me a bad offer. I'm like, no, I can't do that. But I have this scrap heap over here. You might just find something you like in there. I'll make you a deal. 100 space bucks. 100 credits.
I'm kind of just passing through, you know, like I just showed up here. I'm doing this just to, you know, get a little ahead. I got a little behind my bills. As soon as I can get my my space scooter running again, I'm out of here.
Your space scooter?
Yeah, I'm gonna be an artist. I'm gonna paint space paintings of all the planets.
That's kind of like a partial lie because I know you've been known to do some space pirating at times, right? Those couple derelict wrecks floating around out in the outer reaches of the solar system.
I may have come across some space bucks that weren't really allocated my name from time to time. I won't say. I mean, my name's never been associated with any sort of space crime.
You notice that Brandon has a couple unorthodox pieces in his computer. Why do you have imperial machinery inside your computer?
I'm kind of like a down to earth. Down to earth. That's a figure. It's a figure of speech at this point. But
It's been so long since Sam's been there.
I know. But you know, I'm kind of more a traditional colonist. You know, I've been saving up my whole life for one of these nice space beast rigs, and now that the time's finally come, I'm hoping to make a name for myself in the spaceship business.
Well, so didn't you lose your family in that one like space pirate attack? Like
yeah, actually, about a couple years back. Basically, these space pirates flew over my farm and stuff and rained down plasma fire, and I had to watch my whole family burn before my eyes. And that's kind of what motivated me.
I was actually painting a space painting at the time of his farm and the fire started, so I captured it as it was going.
Yeah, those were such beautiful lasers.
It's my most beautiful painting. It's basically once we've got our motherboards mounted in and screwed in all the screws, basically the next step is we're going to connect the power for the motherboard.
So, I'll be honest, this is the classiest graphics card I've ever seen, because usually they just like put like some weird shapes and a bunch of like crazy green flames on it. But this is it's kind of tasteful.
I've never gotten a graphics card this big before. This is insane.
The fact that it's just basically an additional computer on a board for running graphics is pretty nuts.
You have to screw this in, right?
It literally is just like a laptop.
You have to screw this in somehow, right?
Yeah.
Holy balls.
Dude, my SSD's already in. I'm putting my liquid cooling system in.
Sam, you may want to wait on that.
No. How do I tell that which direction these are going to blow in? I guess you can look at the blades. You can tell that this is scooping.
Actually, if you look closely, there's arrows on the fan.
Where?
I got some sick grills in mine so that my cables won't be rattling when those fans are spinning, which they will be at high RPMs.
Yeah, but I'm going to be playing Minecraft in minutes here.
Good God.
So one of the last things we did is we mounted we basically put our liquid cooling unit together, got 2 fans on top, 2 fans on the bottom, so we'll draw maximum air through it, and then we basically mounted that right on top of the processor. So the cooling unit basically goes directly on top of the processor, has a little thermal paste in there, and makes it so you can pull the maximum amount of heat off the processor.
We still have to get like power cords and extension cords and all that stuff. Those are like the basics. We're forgetting about it.
Wait for it.
We're getting blinkies all over the place.
You plugging the GPU?
Something else just blinked.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Dude, one's alive! Yes!
Uh-oh, not liking this.
Wait. Wait.
I'm not seeing as many lights as you guys. I got a red light again. Nope. Nope.
What was a stall? You got a slow one, Freddie.
Stall a little bit.
You got a little sluggy one.
Hold on.
Oh!
Yes! Nice. Yes! All right.
Dude, you turn the fan.
Wait, you get 2 levels?
3 levels.
Probably max all the time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why would you?
I did made it so this doesn't work anymore.
What?
I put it back together and I was like, all right, going to see if it boots up again after fixing and putting all the panels back on.
Yo, monitor, get with it. Oh.
Oh! Oh!
That was an intense, finger-numbing 4 hours, 5 hours of computer building.
That was a long time.
Longer
What
than
time did we start at?
We started at like 3.
Yeah,
That's when we
about
started.
10 now. 7 hours.
7 straight hours of computer building, ladies and gents, and as a result, 4 posted computers. And once we get all the software installed, we're going to run some benchmarks and see how fast these beasties perform. Have we figured out names yet for ours?
No.
Not yet. Next time we'll come back with the official names of all the computers, which is the most important part of getting a computer.
My favorite thing about these computers is they have windows, so you can look inside and see how crappy our cable management
Wait.
is.
I was like,
You're not talking about the operating system.
No.